passing on the trophy.
Yep.
From last year's champion to this year's champion.
Stark won it a couple years ago and handed it off to me. And although a valiant run, I was sabotaged by bad information and Tony Romo taking a dive on me. I do have to congratulate Jeff. His team, the Apostles, went 11-2.
Well played all season.
Darn good unit. I mean, just every year. I mean, every week in and week out. Just a great performance. And Jeff, there's the trophy in all its glory.
It's a beautiful thing. There's going to be a Barry Sanders up on top of this thing.
We have to mention. And we have to mention the top of the trophy. Unfortunately, in shipping a couple seasons ago from out of state to Adam Stark, the very top of the trophy got broke off. The man, I guess you could call the statuette. So Jeff's already got a Barry Sanders figurine. He's going to place on top of it. So other than that, it's all yours now for a year, and enjoy.
Now, I did get a text from Mark the other day claiming that the trophy was going to be held hostage.
I had
if
thought
his
about
demands
it.
Weren't met.
I had demands that I thought were going to have to be met before the trophy was going to be handed over, and I thought to myself, no, wait a minute. That's poor sportsmanship.
Yeah, you got to be the bigger man.
I can't help it that Stark and Pedigo led me astray.
Oh, jeez, again with this.
I see my name's not on it yet. Hand me that permanent marker over there. We'll take care of that right now.
Let's go to the phone lines. Maybe somebody with a little sense. Caller, you're on Fantasy Football 101. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. My wife wanted me to call and thank you guys for telling me to play Kevin Smith over Steven Jackson a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, how did that work out? Pretty good?
Kevin Smith got me 3 points, and Steven Jackson got my bench 15 points.
Ooh, did it cost you?
I lost my wife by 1 point.
You lost your wife by 1 point. Oh, God.
Oh, see, that cherry on top was a little heavier than most now, wasn't it?
And my daughter wants to point out that then she went on to win our championship of the league. So, So again, it was an early Christmas present for my wife, so she appreciates that.
That's who we were doing it for.
Oh, I mean,
even though you had to make the sacrifice to get it done.
That just makes you look like a good husband, you know?
Right.
And all the peanut, did she win the league then?
She did. Well,
then, come on, do you guys share a bank account?
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah.
We weren't even playing for Jelly Bean, so it was just a friend league.
For bragging rights now, huh?
Well, then sorry about that.
That's right.
Boy, it's going to be a long year for you.
I did. I scored the most points in the championship week, but it was for third place. So there you go.
Well, you were going to have to cut the grass anyways.
Hey, listen, I remember you calling, and I remember I was definitely on the Kevin Smith side and pretty hard. So I apologize. I mean, can't get them all right. Nobody bats 1,000, you know. But
hey, and to be fair, you guys did recommend Seattle's defense over whoever else I had.
Because that was the week. Anyone that would listen, I told that week because I picked them up and played them, and they gave me 30. So yeah,
we're not completely useless.
No.
Hey guys, thanks for putting on the show. We appreciate it. We wish you were on Saturdays so we could catch you more, but we appreciate your guys' show.
Hey, listen in on Sundays when it goes from Fantasy Football 101 to Sports 101.
Yep.
So we're not going to be completely off.
We're
keep listening.
Yeah. All right, thanks guys.
Thanks now.
We appreciate all of our listeners, of course, and the callers. We have great callers.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, it's so much fun just to converse with. Because I mean, you get a lot of smart people around that are actually up early on the weekends. It's surprising, but hopefully we helped you guys out. Hopefully we helped you pick up some key wins. Hopefully we got you into the playoffs or at least gave you a hand there. That's what we're here to do. We aim to help.
Since the trophy now has changed hands,
it's a beautiful trophy.
I want to ask Jeff now with his roster, who's his early faves for his two keepers.
Well,
Are you kidding me?
I've got two MVP candidates.
Aaron Rodgers and Calvin Johnson.
It's beautiful. I mean, I've considered Javad Best. Don't get me wrong. Maybe a Pettigrew.
No.
No Robert Meacham, really?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, go ahead.
It's Calvin in cement shoes standing next to Aaron Johnson in cinder block
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah. I'm with you. And of course, I mean Aaron Rodgers. And I'm going to go over this now because this is what I want to do. I went through and in point per reception leagues. And in leagues where quarterbacks are not penalized for interceptions, I've I've accumulated here the top, knock it off. I've accumulated the top 5 performers at each position, and then some guys right outside the top 5. Of course, the number 1 quarterback in the league this year, fantasy-wise, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, it's he finished ahead of Drew Brees by a few points. And just real fast, I want to get your guys' take on this. Drew Brees, of course, just broke Dan Marino's passing record for a single season the other night. Everybody's been talking about Aaron Rodgers all season, how they've never seen a quarterback play this well. I mean, a lot of people were saying this is the best they've ever seen a quarterback play football was this year with Aaron Rodgers. What about Drew Brees? I mean, this guy almost had as good of a season as Aaron Rodgers, better in some aspects. I mean, is this the second best you guys have seen a quarterback play this year with Drew Brees?
I think Drew Brees is a little more tunnel vision on Colston and his tight end, and Aaron Rodgers is more apt to dump it to the back.
Yeah.
He's got 3 receivers. He's got 2 tight ends. He'll throw it to the coach if the coach would put a helmet on.
But is it, I mean, results, though? I mean, isn't that kind of what you look at? Not really how well you spread it around. I mean, the results are there. Results are there with Drew Brees.
How are they in touchdowns? I mean, Rodgers
has more, and that's why he has the edge. Obviously, Brees has him in yards.
Right.
Rodgers has the edge in touchdowns. So, to me, I'd still think Rodgers is probably MVP choice. I still think he was just a step ahead of Brees this season, but I don't think Brees quite got the recognition he deserved this year for having one of the greatest seasons of all time. And it was simply because Aaron Rodgers was just so, dynamite this year. If Aaron Rodgers wasn't in the league, we'd be saying the same things about Drew Brees this year that everyone was saying about Aaron Rodgers. That's my opinion.
Did Dan Marino win the MVP when he set the record? I wonder.
I don't know. I don't know if he did or he didn't. I was awfully young then.
I mean, that's always been a question. If you get a guy that breaks a rushing record or breaks a passing record.
I was really young.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you guys were.
Yeah, you were in diapers. We understand.
Yeah, you guys were, I don't know, a couple of years out of college.
I remember watching
probably hitchhiking across Europe. I don't know, whatever the hell you guys were doing.
I remember sitting back and watching Frank Tarkington against Kenny Stabler in the Super Bowl.
And Jeff doesn't even have a 5 in front of it on his age yet. So.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Oh, wow. All right.